Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Sharing in a killing in the Hanbali school. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Salatu salam ala Rasulil Kareem. Rabbana taqabbal minna. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa alihi wa sahbihi wa tabi'in. Allahumma atina nufusana taqwaha wa zakkiha anta khayra man zakkaha anta waliyaha wa mawlaha hamshukuna amma ba'd. So all the praises belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything happens because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And may the blessings and the peace be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that's what we all follow, the continuation of the message of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did, and sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When in the Hanbali school, the ishtirak is sharing in killing a person. We have several people. When they killed one person, what's the ruling for those people? If you would like to read the first one, Sheikh Lisan.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الاشتراك في القتال في القتل
Yes.
the sharing in the killing وتقتل الجامعة بالواحد سبحان الله. The group is killed for killing the individual.
Yes, if there's like several
bunch of
people, they
people.
killed one individual, then the whole group is killed. So the Sheikh is saying.
سبحان الله. فإن تعذر قتل أحدهم قتل شركائه. Right? Okay.
Yes.
So what's happening is if they have some excuse, then he's not killed, but other people are killed.
Right, yes. If they are.
لأبوته. What is this? Parenthood? What's that?
Yes, we have, if a father kills his son, he's not executed.
Of course.
So if you have like a father and several other people along with him, then the father is not executed, but the other people are.
Okay. أو عدم مكافئته للقتيل.
Yes. So that was in the other lesson, I think 2 lessons ago.
للقتيل, or what is that? قتيل is the word?
Yes.
What is qatil?
It means the killed person. You know? So what happens is in the one ayat, al-abdu bil-abdi.
Yeah. The person who was killed was a slave, and the people who were killing him partially were slaves, and some of them were free.
Right.
And we'll only kill the slaves.
Right. Yes.
Right?
That's what
Or
it
for
says.
example, in the case of a Muslim and a dhimmi, let's say there's a Muslim group and they're killing a dhimmi, they're not going to. The Muslims aren't going to get killed.
Right. Yes. So
for example,
if there's like several people,
and some of them
they're
are
dhimmis,
dhimmis,
but one is not a dhimmi,
yeah.
then he's spared, and so that's the point there.
So in the case that a free for free, slave for slave, and so on.
Yes, that's
and
what
then,
it talks about.
awil afu anhu.
Yes.
Or if one of them was forgiven, or any one of them were forgiven.
Yes, so he's
in
not.
that case.
He's spared, and then the other people, they get the retribution.
Okay,
So,
gotcha. So you'll kill the
believe
whole
that's the
group
case.
except for the ones that have an excuse.
Yep. Okay, inshallah.
If he was forgiven or not equal, or parenthood, meaning he's a father,
Yes.
or mother.
Yes.
فإن كان بعضهم غير مكلف أو خائطا لم يجب القود على واحد منهم.
Yes.
قود. What is قود?
Kudu means the punishment.
Okay. If some of the killers were not competent or mistaken, it is not obligatory to implement the retribution on any of them.
Yes.
On any of them.
Yes. The previous one it talks about just forgiving one person, where one person is let go, but the rest they get the kisas, the repayment. And this one talks about if any of them were incompetent or they were young, then it's excused for all of them. They're not killed.
فإن كان بعضهم غير مكلف أو خائطا, or he was mistaken, meaning he made a mistake, he didn't actually do it on purpose.
Right. Yes.
لم يجب القود على واحد منهم.
Yes.
On any of them or one of them?
On one of them, any one of them.
Okay, what does this mean? So for example, 5 people came to stab me.
Yes.
And one guy was crazy.
Right. One guy wasn't competent.
He was
or
crazy.
One was a small.
That's fine.
child.
One guy was crazy.
Yes.
So there were 5 sane guys, and one crazy guy came to kill me.
Right. Yes.
And now we're not going to kill any of them.
Right. Yes. But they still have to pay the. So the Sheikh, he mentions a lot of
Okay,
excuses.
there's more that's coming, but we can't kill any of them because one guy was crazy.
That's what he says. Any one of them. That's what he says.
Oh, that's kind
So
of
the
tough.
Sheikh, he gives a lot of excuses to avoid the physical retribution, but the person, they still have to pay. The people, they still have to pay the blood money. So he tries to give an excuse for them so that they're not they're not physically.
But that doesn't really add up, Sheikh. I mean, you would imagine that the crazy person or the person who's who is incompetent,
Right, yes.
you would excuse him, but why would you excuse everyone else?
Excuse the rest of the people.
But here he's saying
that's
you
what he
excuse
says.
everyone.
That's a ruling that he says for it. The same thing on a previous lesson. If you have the hairs, and any one of them they don't want
Hairs.
they don't agree to the qisas, and it's dropped. So he tries to drop it in as many situations as possible.
Gotcha.
So it's not physically, the person is not physically harmed, but the person, they still have to pay the blood money afterwards.
Okay. وإن أكره رجل رجلا على القتل فقتل فيما قاتلان وفيما فهما قاتلان وعليهما القصاص. If one man coerces the other to kill and he kills, they are both killed. They're both killers, and on them both is a retribution.
Yes.
So if one says, "Oh, kill," okay, like one guy like eggs him on, and he's like, "All right, yeah, I'm gonna do it." And
No,
then
forces him.
What is it forcing? It's not egging on. It's forcing, huh?
Courses, so it's like a little bit less than forcing,
Okay, so it's like if you don't kill this guy, I'm gonna kill you.
Yes.
That seems kind of forcing, huh?
Yeah. So it says karaho means like the person they detested, they don't want to do it, but then he's forced to do it by the other person.
So you kill both of them then?
Yes, so both of them are killed. That's what it says. Because this talks about sharing in the killing.
Yeah.
So it talks about the different situations where the people
Well, that seems
did
kind of counterintuitive. Like if the guy's getting forced, why would you kill the guy who's getting forced? He's getting forced.
He still has some choice to do it because he didn't completely
Maybe he should
reject it.
turn the gun
So
over
that's
to the
why
guy
that's
who
why I
got
use the
forced.
word coerced instead of forced. Because he still could have avoided it if he did something else.
Oh, okay. So it's a balance between just egging someone on, like suggesting it and recommending it, versus forcing it. So forcing it, you would, I think, be spared, and the recommender would be spared, but the coercer, seems like.
Akrahu, la ikraha fi din, right?
Yeah.
There's no compulsion.
Yeah.
So when compulses a person to do it, then they're both killed.
Okay.
Mentioned.
I guess so. أو جرح أحدهما, if one wounds once and the other 100, I don't know. أحدهما جرحا والآخر 100 فهما قاتلان وعليهما القصاص. If they are both, then they are both killers. If one of the wounds once and the other 100 times, they're both killers on two of them. So, for example, let's say that one guy punches the guy one time and the other guy 100 times. They're both killers.
Right.
And the guy dies.
Let's say like with a knife, they stab one person stabs a person once.
Yeah.
The other guy stabs a person 100 times. They're both killed.
No, it doesn't matter that this guy
Right.
stabbed him once or
It did
twice
more.
or more. Okay. أو قطع أحدهما من الكوع والآخر من المرفق فهما قتلان وعليهما القصاص. If one of them cut off at the wrist and the other cut off at the elbow, they're both killers, and on both of them is the retribution.
Yes.
So, for example, this guy cut off the hand, then he cut off the arm. Okay.
Then the person they died, then they're both.
Okay.
So they're talking about that they're both shared in it. It's not just that the one they cut
Okay.
off a smaller
I
part
got
and the other bigger part. They're both killers.
So I have a question, Sheikh.
Yes.
What happens if they, let's say, cut off the arm and the whatever, and the wrist, and the other guy cut off the arm, but the guy didn't die, he's still alive. Okay? Then he goes to the hospital, and then he dies from his wounds.
Yes, then they killed him.
Okay, then they
Because
killed him,
that's
even though he died later.
Yes, that's mentioned in the next lesson.
What happens if they tried to kill him?
That's mentioned in the next lesson. That what happens is before they execute the retribution, they wait until he's cured, because that might happen. He might end up dying from his wounds. Then they have the full, the execution in that case.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna wait to see what
Right.
happens.
Yes. Wait to make sure that he
So
didn't
what
die
happens
from his effect.
if let's say there's a guy, he decides he's gonna kill someone, so he chops his arm off.
Yes.
Okay, then he says, "Oh my God, I shouldn't have done that."
Yes.
He's gonna get the retribution, right? So then he takes him and he tries to heal him and takes him to the hospital, and after that, all that happens is he loses an arm.
Yes.
Okay, but the guy didn't die.
Right. Yes.
Even though he was doing an intentional murder, he was trying to murder him, but he just ended up losing an arm. So does he have the qisas of murder or qisas of the arm?
No, the arm was not the murder because he didn't murder him. He just had the
fine.
intention for it. If the intention doesn't act out, then it doesn't count.
So let's say he does the arm, and then after that the guy dies.
Yes.
So what?
Yeah, then that's killing. You know,
Oh,
that's why a person they have to wait until the wound gets healed to make sure that that doesn't happen. Because sometimes a wound is fatal. You know, in the beginning he might be alive and who knows for how long, but then he ends up dying from that wound. So you wait until it heals. That's what's mentioned in the next lesson.
وإن ذبحه أحدهما ثم قطع الآخر يده أو قده نصفين فالقاتل الأولى. Now what is قده نصفين?
I think you skipped one, right? Number 10?
Did I? Okay.
Yes.
وإن وجبت الدية استويا فيها.
Yes.
If blood money is due, they're equal in it.
Yeah, so let's say there's like 5 people, right? They killed one person and they agreed to pay the blood money. So each one, they give 1/5 of the blood money. And then
they share in it, okay.
They share in it, right?
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
the point there.
Okay, what in so now if one slaughtered, then the other cut the hand or in half, the first is the killer. أو قده نصفين, meaning he's like actually literally splitting him in half after the death.
Yeah,
Right?
the first one killed the person,
Then
and
the
the
other
other
cut the
person
hand.
came and they did some other harm,
Yeah, butchering.
like cut the cut the hand off afterwards,
Or
cut it in half.
cut the whole body in half. Okay,
Yes.
this is getting pretty graphic, Sheikh.
Oh yeah, yeah, he mentions that. I mean, that was back then in those days. People
They
were
didn't
very
care.
barbaric on that day. So then, what happened in this case?
Yeah.
The first one is the killer.
Yeah.
Second one, he doesn't really get anything.
Maybe you have to put the warning on the video in the
Yes.
like adult something.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
anyway.
right. No, you're right about it. This is just for knowledge. This is not. No, these days this usually doesn't apply over here.
Yeah. وإن قطعه أحدهما ثم ذبح الثاني قطع القاطع وذبح الذابح. If one of them cut, then the other slaughtered. The cutter is cut,
Yes, it gets a retribution.
and the slaughterer is slaughtered.
Is killed. Yes, it's the same thing.
Okay. قطع
So
القاطع
the first
وذبح
one is
الذاحب.
the person kills him first, and the other person they
Cut him?
maybe
No
stab
problem.
the person or something like that.
Yeah.
Because then the first person did the killing, the second one didn't do the killing because he was already dead.
But if the person who did the cutting first,
Yes, then he's still alive.
yeah,
And then he gets the qisas for the cutting,
Oh, okay, but not for the killing.
hand for the hand. Then the second person, he killed the person, so that he gets killed. The second person. That's the point
Oh,
there.
that's
Yeah.
interesting. I never thought about that. Like if you
Yes.
do like an execution style, like one person's like torturing him, then after that the other person delivers the final blow. So the one who delivers the final blow,
He's the one that
he's
killed
the
him.
one that's killed.
The first person just did the harm for him, so he has to.
Pay the harm
He
back.
gets the qisas for the harm that he did, and the second person did the killing, so he gets the qisas for the killing.
Okay, so my question is, now both of them they owe something. Can we take the qisas? Can we take the diya from the guy who did the qisas, who did the harm?
We're gonna check in the future lesson because they have quite a few lessons on the diya, so it talks about that.
Allahu
Inshallah.
Akbar. Okay.
They have maybe like 4 or 5 lessons on the diya, on the blood money. So we'll see in that section, inshallah. Hopefully, inshallah. Okay, inshallah.
Okay.
I don't know the answer. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go through that.
وإن أمر من يعلم وإن أمر من يعلم تحريم القتل
Yes.
به فقتل فالقصاص على المباشر ويؤدب الآمر. So if someone orders one that knows killing is forbidden,
Yes.
and the person carried out the killing, then the one who carried it out is subject to the retaliation, and the one who gave the order is disciplined.
Right. Yes.
What is discipline?
See, the judge decides what to do.
Okay.
So that's like over here. Over here, the law is a little bit different here. If somebody, they hire a hitman, they call it a hitman, right?
Yeah.
The term over here.
Yeah.
So the person that hires a hitman, he's considered to be a murderer, so that person is killed.
Yes.
But the rule over here in the Hanbali school, they say the person that did the killing, he's the one that's killed. and the person that hired him, he's given the judgment by the judge.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
he's not killed.
I think that's the
necessarily.
case in America too, right?
No, America, they don't, the hitman, they don't know who it is, they just forget about him. The person that hired him, they're
Why would
charged
they
with
forget
murder.
about the hitman?
They're charged with murder, the one that hires a hitman. But over here, they don't usually have that death penalty in a lot of cases for a person they hire a hitman to do something.
Yeah, I mean we don't do for the hirer. We don't do death penalty for him anyway.
Yeah, but they're charged with murder over here in America.
The
one that
hirer?
hires a hitman. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But he
they're
gets
charged
ta'zir
with that.
anyway. He gets a kind of ta'zir
Yeah,
anyway.
he gets. I mean,
Ta'zir.
usually you don't have the death penalty. Just people that.
Yeah, he gets a
very,
ta'zir. But
very
what about the
serious
hitman?
criminals.
What if they catch the hitman
Yeah,
in America?
absolutely. Yeah, he gets it also over here in America. That's usually the case.
That's fine. I got you.
Yep.
But in the Hanbali school, the one who hires the hitman is punished.
But the tazir, he gets
Yeah,
the tazir
ta'zir.
by the
And
judge.
then the one who does the killing is given
Killed.
the killing.
Right. Yes. So
Okay.
that's what the sheikh says.
وإن أمر من لا يعلم تحريمه به أو لا يميز فالقصاص على الآمر.
Yes.
If someone orders one who does not know that it is forbidden,
Yes.
or who lacks discernment to kill, such as ordering a youngster or insane, then the one who gave the order is subject to retaliation.
Yeah, like for example, let's say you have a father, he has a young kid. That's
Right.
one
Shoot the
that's
gun.
6 years old, and he
Yeah.
tells him go and
Shoot the gun.
shoot the gun or something like that to the other person, then the father is responsible. But in
course
the
he
other
is.
case, if there's another person that's completely competent and an adult and nothing wrong with him, then he does it, then that person is the murderer, is the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
that's killed. So
But
that's
because
the
the
point there.
child he doesn't know, or
You're right,
it's the
yes.
insane person he doesn't
Yes,
know,
yes.
the one who gave the order is killed.
Right, yes. So he's one that takes the responsibility.
What about the person he doesn't know that actually murder is haram? He just thinks it's halal, like it's great. Should be
Yeah,
a murderer.
they still get. It doesn't matter if they know the punishment about it or not. They're the one who's responsible for it. That's
It
the
says
point.
over here, وَإِنْ أَمَرَ مَنْ لَا يَعْلَمُ تَحْرِيمَهُ.
Yeah, that refers to the child. He doesn't have the sense of murdering is wrong, or the incompetent person, the one that doesn't have sense. He doesn't.
Meaning he's unaware completely
Right.
that this is even a wrong thing.
Right. Yes, that's the point for it. That's what he means by it. Not person they're ignorant of the ruling. Just that the child, for example, a young child, he doesn't know what's going on, or somebody that's insane doesn't have the competency. And back then, there used to be a lot of incompetent people that used to walk on the
This is a
streets. So they don't
fascinating-
have any sense. and
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like that.
this is a fascinating ruling, Sheikh.
Right, yes.
وَإِنْ أَمْسَكَ إِنسَانًا لِلْقَتْلِ
Yes.
فقتل فقتل قتل القاتل وحبس الممسك
Yes.
حتى يموت.
That's very
If
interesting.
the one who holds
Yes.
the person to be killed, if the one person holds down another person to be killed and the other guy killed him,
Right.
I hold him back and the other guy stabs.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
And then the killer is killed
Yes.
and the person who held him is imprisoned until death.
Right. Life
Death
right,
penalty.
Yes.
I mean, life imprisoned.
Right. Yes.
Now, this is very interesting because he held him to death. So
Right. Yes.
there you go,
Yes.
equal retaliation. You held him to death,
Right.
you
yes.
get held to death. Oh,
Right, yes. Yes,
how
that's-
poetic.
Right. That's what the sheikh says. And again, this is the Hanbali school. So if you check in the other schools, I'm not sure. Maybe the ruling might be different.
Sheikh, this
But
is
the
interesting
sheikh
though.
says,
Where did the Hanbalis even rule? It's
I believe it's
interesting.
from Ahmad Ibn Hanbal.
No, but
and,
where were they judges?
This here, Ibn Qudama was in Syria, Damascus, Syria.
Was he a judge?
So, he taught the people there. He was a main teacher there.
Yeah.
And even today's day and age, they consider the person to be most knowledgeable of the fiqh, Ibn Qudama. They have the Mughni. This is just the summary. If you go into the Mughni,
Yeah.
he goes
There's a
into
lot.
extensive details about
Why is he
about
called
the
Al
things.
Maqdisi, Sheikh?
That's his name, Ibn Qudama al-Maqdisi.
I thought Maqdis is like a place.
Yeah, it could be.
Quds.
Allahu alam, maybe.
Okay, anyway.
Maybe
So,
Allahu alam.
so this is very interesting actually, Sheikh, that
Yes,
in the
yes,
case of the sharing of the killing,
Yes. And I was looking, there's a lot of books that explain this, a lot of shiuk today's day and age. If you look in Medina, most of the people, they follow the Hanbali school, so they go into and explain these things in today's day and age. And you can watch the videos of them also in Medina. And so, alhamdulillah, it's very nice. And also, even in English, they have think Hatem al-Hajj, he has some videos on it in English on
Yes.
the explanation for these things also. So that's very
I
nice.
wanted to see if I had a question for you, Sheikh, about this.
Yeah, the other thing is, in today's day and age, you have people are much more peaceful, so a lot of times you won't find these things there. So this talks about the barbarism that one person does to the other person, so they have the right to get the same thing done to the other person. And then you have another chapter on the hudud. The hudud, that's if the government is there, then how the government, they rule over the people that are there, and they do crimes, and they do these physical harms, and what's enacted on them. That's what it talks about. Okay, inshallah. All right, so let's stop over here, inshallah, and keep in mind, if there's anything from the ilm, from our shuyukh and ulama, going back to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you go by that. Anything that's besides that, for me, just disregard it, don't follow that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. And may peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Yeah. Jazakallah khair, Sheikh.
Yeah, jazakallah
Assalamu
khair.
alaikum.